decided last second that there's really no point to cover the San Jose earthquakes
Mhm.
because John Fisher's a fucking asshole. And by the way, what time is it?
Fuck John Fisher.
It's fuck John Fisher o'clock. Hey, look at that. It's time to start
Uh,
talk about another thing
John
that
fucking
broke
Fisher.
yeah. He
Uh,
he's being a prick again. Uh
let's get this up, Tim.
he put it up. Yeah, we're good to go.
Also, anyone who's afraid of clowns, this is your precursor
Close
right
your
now.
eyes.
So they sent an email out and it was made public earlier this past week. Basically it's just kind of callous, the entire email. It was like, not worded friendly. It's just kind of it just left, it gave me the ick, I guess. I'll just rip through this real quick. In April of this year, we announced that the Athletics would play in West Sacramento at Sutter Health Park during the 2025, 26, and 27 Major League Baseball seasons. As a result of the transition to Sacramento, our operations will change significantly, and we will no longer be playing games in the Coliseum because we are ending our operations at the Coliseum. And to comply with our legal obligations, attached is a copy of the WARN Act notice, which explains that your employment will end on October 2nd, 2024. Please read it carefully, and if you have any questions regarding the notice, contact the People Operations Department. And they said, we will continue to communicate with you over the course of the season about our plans to celebrate our employees in Oakland. In addition, we are working closely with our partners at the Coliseum to develop a severance program for those employees who meet the criteria based on years of service and hours worked. And we will offer a resume building workshop to all interested employees. We share the details of these initiatives shortly. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Blah 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 blah. Adam Scoggin, Vice President, People Operations. It's just very like lawyerly almost, and just like devoid. Like, was there even a thank you in there? Not really. Um, it's saying, oh, we're gonna talk about celebrating our employees, celebrating the They talked separately, publicly, about celebrating the history of Oakland, and the only people that are celebrating the history of Oakland right now, like of our baseball teams, are the visiting commentators. Like we see clips from when the Angels came to town, when the fucking Astros came to town. You know how much we hate those pricks, but like I got to give them some stick taps for like at least showing some deference and respect to Oakland baseball. Man, this is you should be doing that. You shouldn't be relying on your opponents to do that for you. This is a this is just another sh- giant pile of shit on top of the shit mountain that shitty ass John fucking Fisher shitted all over us. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, the week before last weekend, I wasn't on the show because I was actually in Las Vegas, and I believe it was the Thursday before. So I flew out Sunday. I believe it was that Thursday before um, the A's presented their financial plan to Las Vegas.
Yes.
They do not have a fucking plan. So literally the numbers that they submitted is a copy paste of what was submitted earlier when they forced this vote at the 12th hour, you know? Um and they copy pasted numbers from the Raiders. They literally copy pasted numbers that the Raiders presented, and they do not have financial partners. They don't have a bank, they don't have investors, they don't have anybody willing to buy percentages of the team.
Not
They
at
don't
least
have shit
at their valuation.
at the
Yeah.
valuation that they have. They don't have shit. So you're telling me that John Fisher is going to pay out of his pocket to renovate Sutter fucking Health. Then in 3 to 4 years, during those 3 to 4 years, finance the fucking ballpark in Las Vegas because he's saying, if we don't get a partner, I got my mom and dad's money and my siblings' money and all the gap money, so we're gonna finance it through that. You're telling me for the 20 fucking years that he's owned the Oakland A's, and never spent the dime on anything, that all of a sudden he's gonna fix Sutter Health, and then in 3 to 4 years he's gonna move into Las Vegas on his own dime and deliver a winning team, a competitive product that first season. Bullshit. If you believe that, I got a bunch of shit. I got a bunch of bullshit to sell you. Come on.
Hey, I got a Brooklyn Bridge to sell you.
It's ridiculous. He owns the reason why we're not covering the San Jose Earthquakes is because he owns them. He has the stadium, a beautiful stadium. And for years, it was sold out. Everybody was happy. And the San Jose Earthquakes, Dave Kaval, John Fisher was saying, oh, money's coming in. Money's coming in. Not once did they pay a player. Not once did they go out and retain a player who was really good or go out and get a free agent or 2 or 3 and make this club competitive. Zebra don't change his stripes, man. This is who he is. This is who he is. You know, he's not going to change. This is clearly a grift. It's about what city will pay him the most money. And I've been they ain't never going to make it to Vegas. They're going to stay in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, at that point, if he ends up selling and they're stuck in Sacramento, I'm not going, but I think I take that as a win.
Nope.
You know, just emotionally, it fucked him up. Like, he got fucked up enough in the press and us fans that we were able to fuck up his plans, you know, just enough that he can't get it. He doesn't get what he wants, you know? And at that point, I just have to take the win at that point and say, great, I'm still done with you. But, you know, that's great. You know, I'll smile. I'll be able to sleep happy at night. I'm not going to lose any sleep at all if John Fisher fucks this up. I'll tell you that.
I have to say, though, you know, for me in closing on the A's thing is I try watching the ballers. I try watching minor league baseball, or other Major League Baseball. And I don't give a shit. Like, I do not miss watching a single inning. I am so tuned out. I don't care. More owners. We've been saying this for a really long time, guys, that Major League Baseball, the owners in baseball, 2/3 of the league are more like John Fisher than good owners. And there's a fantastic YouTube podcaster, The Touchback.
Oh, yeah.
This gentleman he just did a really detailed YouTube on the Modesto Nuts and the Seattle Mariners and what's going on there. And he detailed how Safeco Field got financed. So there's all these fans that say, oh, well, this team did it and that city did it. They did it, but they risked their general fund. They're paying for it. And yeah, they get to keep their baseball team, but is that right? Should cities pay for a stadium? Because you know what? Apple, when Apple wants a new campus, they don't go to the daddy government.
Daddy government just goes to them anyway, though.
You know, it's just we don't pay for their shit, is what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's just an endless cycle. And then on top of that, John Fisher owns currently half the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
He owns the current site. Dave Kaval is on video, on record, saying we're going to purchase this half from the county and then try to get the other half from the city of Oakland to guarantee that we have a backstop to stay in Oakland. Now that's not even being discussed. You own fucking half, and it's 140 acres. You can easily buy the other half from the city of Oakland, stay in the ballpark, build something next door, and you still have Oracle Arena on it, which this year has made the most money that it's ever made because huge concerts are still going through there. I know Chase Center is a massive concert venue right now, Oracle Arena is still producing really great concerts and great talent is still going through there, and it's an extremely profitable arena. So not only would the A's get the entire 140 acres, be able to stay in a major league ballpark, but you would also have the income of Oracle Arena. Meanwhile, you're building a new ballpark next door. One, you can demo the old park and put God knows whatever it is you want to put there and have 140 acres there. But it's not going to happen because these people never Oakland. They negotiated in bad faith. They never wanted to be in Oakland. So
Yeah.
don't let the door hit you
Yeah.
on the way out.
Yeah, my dad in the comments says he owns the
not gonna
stadium
happen.
and can't work out the rent. Like that's how shitty of an owner of a billionaire he is. Like
Oh, how
you
funny.
own half the thing and you can't figure it out.